Following segment is sponsored by Fidelity Investments. Where does America stand during this ongoing financial volatility when it comes to retirement preparedness? That is what Fidelity Investments tried to find out with our first ever study on the topic. Here to tell us how people can quickly figure out where they stand and what they need to do is Ryan Viktorin, CFP Financial Consultant at Fidelity Investments. Ryan, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Now, Fidelity conducted a study revealing that there is a drop in retirement preparedness. What is behind this?
Well, since the start of the pandemic, Americans have lived through so many challenges, including recent market volatility, like you mentioned, and record high inflation. So it's no surprise that many feel really uneasy about the, long-term financial outlook. Our latest retirement saving assessment shows that America's retirement score has declined from an all-time high to a 78. This means that Americans are now projected to have only about 78% of the income they need to cover their expenses in retirement. And there are two factors behind this drop. One, people are invested more conservatively, and two, people are actually saving less. So the rate at which they're saving has declined, and the biggest drop has been amongst millennials.
Okay, interesting. And regardless of age, how do you determine what you'll need for retirement? How do we know?
Well, we have a rule of thumb to help you figure this out. Try to save about 10 times your income by the time you're 67. And it might be a little different for everybody, and it might feel intimidating, but this is why it's so important to start saving early. And unless something is done to change the saving and investing habits, our study finds that more than half of Americans may be unable to afford to pay for their basic expenses over the course of retirement, much less live their retirement dreams. But the good news is it is never too late to start planning. In our experience, those with a well-thought-out plan and saving strategy have higher confidence, less stress, and generally are sleeping better at night.
Okay, good to know, Ryan. And do you have any tips to help improve the chances of retiring with enough? Any tips you can give us?
I do. I have three for you. So one, save as much as you can, obviously. So we recommend saving about 15% of your income, which includes your company match if you have access to a 401k. And again, it can seem like a lot these days, but even increasing contributions by 1% every year can make a huge difference. Two, once you've started saving, making that money that you've worked so hard for work for you, which means having the right mix of stocks, bonds, and cash based on how far away you are from retirement and how comfortable you are with risk in your portfolio. And finally, if you can wait a little longer to retire or even ease into retirement, you could have some slower work and more time for yourself and still get access to some benefits and income.
Those are really good tips. And how can we check our retirement score to know where we stand?
So we have several resources so you can help get things started, including that retirement score. And honestly, this is what I help my clients understand every single day. So your score can help you see where you stand and whether or not you need to make any changes given what you're hoping to accomplish. It's a great starting point, but it's also a great thing to refer back to and revisit when things change in your life or when the things around us change, like stock market volatility. And you can go to fidelity.com/score for more information.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Ryan. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for the info.
Thanks for having me. Take care.